Hi everyone, Rick Russell here. Stand by for channel markers. Happy President's Day. George Washington said, quote, "Without a decisive naval force, we can do nothing definitive, and with it, everything honorable and glorious," unquote. Winning the American Revolution meant the former colonies became the second largest trading nation in the world. But despite its great potential, the new government was plagued by high war debts. So, with no conflict on the horizon, it disbanded the Continental Navy. Its remaining warships were used to settle war loans with France. With no ships left to command, John Paul Jones decamped to Russia. Gone too was the British Empire's preferential treatment afforded its colonies, and significantly, the protection of the Royal Navy. If you're a pirate from the Barbary Coast, say from contemporary Algeria to Tunis in North Africa, and you see a merchant ship flying the red ensign of the British Merchant Marine, as well as a merchant ship flying what some people thought was an odd-looking bedsheet of red and white stripes, who are you going to rob? Not the British, because you knew a warship, or maybe two, flying the white ensign of the Royal Navy would soon appear to make your life miserable. By contrast, the Americans swallowed their pride and paid the tribute required by the pirates to leave their ships alone. Not surprisingly, angry merchants and politicians began taking sides in the argument over what sort of navy the nation needed. More than any other issue, piracy pushed the states toward the creation of a more powerful central government. Significantly, the new U.S. Constitution, which was ratified in 1788, required the Congress to provide and maintain a navy. Lionized by his contemporaries, General Washington was unanimously elected the first president of the United States and inaugurated in 1789. The French Revolution, which erupted that same year, overthrew the regime that had politically, militarily, and financially supported the American Revolution. Though the U.S. remained officially neutral, from the start it was wary of the revolution's radical ideology. After King Louis XVI was beheaded in 1793, a major European war started. With France on one side and Great Britain on the other, both countries abused American neutrality and trade, especially in the Caribbean.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Washington understood that navies, though extremely expensive, were critical to American development, security, and prosperity. He could scarcely forget that when the French Navy wrested sea control from the Royal Navy off Virginia in 1781, it stranded the British Army at Yorktown, forcing its surrender and securing American independence. While cost was a consideration, could the nation afford not to have a navy? Between the high cost of tribute paid to pirates and its ongoing abuse as a neutral, President Washington concluded it was high time Congress provided a navy. Like the old E.F. Hutton commercial, when Washington spoke, people listened. The act to provide a naval armament, signed by Washington on March 27, 1794, called for the purchase or building of 6 warships. They became the famous 6 frigates, 3 ships rated at 44 guns and 3 ships rated at 36 guns. They were designated frigates A through F. The government engaged Joshua Humphreys, a noted Philadelphia shipbuilder, to design and build the U.S. Navy's first purpose-built warships, the most complex machines of their day. When Humphreys suggested building all 6 in Philadelphia would be more efficient and economical, Washington shrewdly insisted they be built at yards in 6 different states.
That one hit the side and bounced clean off.
Aye, mate.
Aye, it's the truth, lads, I swear. I mean, it's like her sides were made of iron.
They said we were fools to build with live oak.
Additionally, building materials and fittings would be supplied by the other 7 states, such as the Carolinas and Georgia, where live oak, and especially dense wood, was available. Nation building wasn't easy, and Washington's goal was to invest as many states as possible in the new Navy. He also wished to spread the wealth and expand shipbuilding skills up and down the coast. Before the end of 1794, Washington, working from a list provided by the War Department, the Navy Department wasn't founded until 1798, chose the first 5 names on the list: United States, President, Congress, Constitution, and Constellation. Chesapeake was named later. Were they built on time and on budget? No, not even close. All were late and over budget. But by 1800, all 6 had been launched. Under Captain Thomas Truxtun, Constellation won the frigate's first victory in 1799 against a French frigate. Forming the backbone of the new Navy, their last victory was a twofer, won by Constitution against the British frigates Cyane and Levant in 1815. Some historians argue the father of the U.S. Navy was Jones, or maybe John Barry. But maybe it should be the immortal GW. That's all for this channel marker. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or recommend another subject below. As always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.